Today's speaker is one of my closest friends and probably the funniest person I know. I've known Ronan for 3 years now, and if I ever have a dumb idea, I know who to call. Whether it's downing 20 red snappers in 5 minutes like young Joey Chestnut, or scoring 125 on the front nine of Hebron Pines, this guy does it all. On the other hand, he's one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. From taking only APs to being known as the poet, do not count him out in academics. Ronan is one of the most trustworthy and loyal people you'll ever come across, and I'm lucky to call him my friend. Now please help me welcome to the stage, Ronan James Newell.
Good morning. As a child, I hated running out of toothpaste. It was a constant reminder that nothing was my own. For the first 14 years of my life, what felt like half of my mornings were marked by the empty tube of toothpaste sitting on the bathroom counter next to the cup of 5 different colored toothbrushes. Staring at the crinkled tube, I would let out a sigh and think to myself about the problems that arose from having 5 siblings under one roof. The car rides to school, the stealing of clothes, and the fights for attention, well, just the fights in general, were to me all the same as the toothpaste. I hated cramming shoulder to shoulder at 8 a.m. I hated seeing my little brother wear my favorite shirt because he found it in the wash. I hated sharing a room. I hated bickering with my siblings over who was going to get a ride somewhere, the same way I hated the empty toothpaste that started my morning. I spent so much of my childhood looking at only the negatives that came with having a big family. Snacks running out in the day, having to share everything, being out of toothpaste. Little things like that drove me crazy, but more importantly, they distracted me. They distracted me from the backyard football games that I would play with my brothers, from the nights at the dinner table sharing the best and worst parts of our day, from the board games that we played on the living room floor when the power went out, from the good that surrounded me. In hindsight, I spent too much time envious of those around me who had their own room and didn't have to share toys, all while failing to understand how lucky I was to have siblings that I can turn to, whether I needed to laugh or cry. I never realized the value of having brothers and sisters who can share memories that I've forgotten or recall snippets of our childhood from a different perspective than my own. I didn't grasp how rare it was to be born with 5 best friends. I never thought that I would miss that empty tube of toothpaste or the headache that it would give me on those mornings, but here I am. Of course, I don't miss the panic or chaos that came with this, but I do miss the times with my siblings, good and bad, and the full tube of toothpaste that now lay on my bathroom counters these mornings is nothing more than a symbol of their absence. Amidst that absence, I've changed. I've developed a deeper, more personal relationship with those who surround me, as the leaving of my siblings has shown me the importance of this. I've also developed a deeper sense of appreciation for the role that they have played in shaping me. My brothers made me tough, and my sisters made me caring, and they all showed me the value of growing up surrounded by the ones you love, and how that shouldn't be taken for granted over stupid things like toothpaste. If you have brothers or sisters at home, or even sitting in this room, understand how lucky you are. You might think this is obscure, because all you guys do is fight and argue, but one day you'll look back and tell yourself that you would do anything to experience another day all together. Appreciate the time you have together, not just the celebrations or milestones, but the everyday moments that define your lives. Family isn't something you can pause and return to when it's convenient. It changes as you do, and the people around your table today won't always be there in the same way tomorrow. Take the time to listen, to talk, and to really be a part of one another's lives while you still share the same space. You'll find that the things that once felt ordinary will become the moments you remember most, long after you've all gone your separate ways. Thank you.